Okay, I think I am live with this OBS software again. Let me just check. I think I'm audible also. I will just check and start. I'll just. Where's YouTube? It's not loading the video. The video is still not loading. Okay, it's loud and clear. Okay, so as per the title of the video, today's topic will be algebra. We will start learning algebra from today onwards, and we will also learn a few things that will help you in solving the questions in algebra. Okay, so I don't think I should wait for anyone. We can start now. So okay, there are a few things to remember in algebra, and that will help you in solving the questions further. The first thing is that square root of any positive number is a positive number, square root of any negative number is a negative number. N can be any digit. Okay, n can be 4. Here n can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any natural number except the whole number, because 0 is also a whole number. Okay, all 9 natural numbers. N can be any natural number, and here also n can be any natural number with a negative sign. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, anything, and its value would also be negative, and its value would also be positive. Okay, here are some examples. I don't think we need this. Okay, now we have to learn that square root of any value of square root value of square of any number. Okay, so x can be any number, its square is 4. X can be any number. We know the square of 2 is 4, but still x can be any number whose square is 4. The next step would automatically be x is equals to root over of 4. It is an automatic transition from x square equals to 4. The root over will go this side, and x is equals to root over of 4. But the value of x would be plus minus 2. If in this case, okay, I am giving another case just for a better understanding. Okay, so we have to delete it. If in this case x is equals to 4, okay, x is equals to root over of 4, then x's value would be only 2. But as x square is equals to 4, then x would have to become root over of 4, and then x's value will be plus minus 2 both. X's value is both plus 2 and minus 2. But if the question starts with like x equals to root over of 4, then x's value would be only 2. Okay, now so x square, if like this, in this situation, like there are many numbers in under square root. It can be anything, negative or positive. The square can be anything, negative or positive, x square. Then we have to use modulus of x or mod x. Okay, So whether the number whether the number between this modulus sign, this two vertical lines, this is the modulus sign. Okay, if we don't know the value of x, whether it is positive, whether it is negative, we use modulus. Okay, when we are not sure the value, if we don't use modulus in case of finding anyone's age, okay, or finding the price of anything, a price cannot be negative, age cannot be negative. Okay, we don't use that in those kind of situations, but we use modulus in some situations when we have to find out the value from any equation, and it can be both negative and positive. Okay, for negative there are other situations and other answers, and for positive there are other situations and other answers. Just give me a minute. Okay, I am back. Okay, so for this kind of situations, for those kind of situations we don't use modulus, but there are some situations we should use modulus. When let there is a modulus of x, and if the value of x is positive, then modulus of x would be directly equals to x. It will be straightforward x. If the value of x is negative, okay, then and that value of x, that negative value of x is within this modulus, then x would how this negative value would be positive? It would be minus of minus x, and minus, I know minus with minus goes for positive. Here are some examples of this. This is the example of a positive number inside the modulus. This is the example of a negative number inside the modulus, and this is the example of equation under square root. Okay, and we don't know this, and we already know that the square root, under the square root, if there is a number, if there is a perfect square, here a minus 2 is a perfect square, we know that, but we don't know a minus 2 is a negative number, or the value of a minus 2 is negative or positive. So if a minus 2 is positive, then a minus 2 equals to a minus 2. It will be straightforward a minus 2. But if a minus 2 is negative, then it will be minus of a minus 2, and this will be minus a plus 2, and so for that reason the plus 2 has come forward, the plus 2 came forward, and minus a gone backwards. Okay, and modulus of anything, any positive number, any negative number cannot be negative. Modulus of positive number cannot be negative. It's a common sense, but no, modulus of any negative number, even the modulus of any negative number cannot be negative, and we have proved that multiple ways. Okay, now I don't think this is important, but still to clear some concepts, and we have to do it. Okay, so here is the question: x square minus plus 1 x square, modulus of x square minus 1, and there is plus x square minus x minus 1 whole square plus root over of, is the whole root of x. This whole thing is under root. Okay, x minus 2 and x minus 1 is equals to 0. Then what is the value of x? Okay, so I have explained this in here, that we already know that if anything is under root, like this one, no, this is not under root, but still I have written here that for sum of 3 terms to be 0, where x square cannot be negative because it is modulus. Okay, this also cannot be negative and this is also cannot be negative. We already know that square root of negative number can be negative. It is a valid thing. Square root of negative number can be a negative number. Okay, if we unless or until we don't want to forcibly make it positive, but it can be negative. Okay, and x square minus 1 also can also be negative. Square, I mean, if we put minus 2, square of minus 2, how can I write square of minus 2? Even square of minus 2 is also 4. Okay, square of minus 2 is also 4. It also can't be negative. Okay, square of any number cannot be negative. Even square of a positive number is, then I don't think this is true. I think I have made a mistake. Yeah, square of negative number is also positive, because minus 1 into minus 1, minus 2 into minus 2 is square cannot be negative. Okay, so there is a mistake. Square cannot be negative. I think I made a mistake while writing the signs. Plus and minus is like they are just neighbors in the keyboard. I can make a mistake, right? Humans make mistakes. Humans put commands to computer and makes this kind of mistakes. Okay, it happens. Okay, I am not a professional teacher. I am just going through all my understandings that I have made in all the classes I have done in Cat, and making it simple for everyone. So this cannot be negative because it's inside modulus. This cannot be negative because it is like it's a square of something, right? X minus 1 cannot be negative, and x minus 2 and x plus 1 can be negative. No, it's under root over by, right? So root over of any negative number is also positive if it is a perfect square. Okay, so all of them cannot be negative. All of them have to be positive. But if we consider the least positive number, that is 1, then 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 3. So all of them should be 3. And so all of them should be 0. Okay, and I have also written there that x square equals to 1, x square plus minus 1, x square equals to 1. So the common value is 1. So we will take 1 because 1 is also here, 1 is also here, negative, positive both, but positive 1 is also here, positive 1 is also here, positive 1 is also here. So the common value will be that. And I don't think we have to go through all this. Okay, let's start with polynomials. Polynomials are expressions with terms made with numbers and variables. Okay, so if there is only one term like this, 5x, only 5x, then it's a monomial. Okay, if there are two terms like this, x square minus 1, then it is dinomial. And if there are more than one term in any equation, okay, dinomials, trinomials, or any polynomials, if that exists, are all polynomials except this, if there is only one term. Okay, so polynomials are expression, and these expressions are formed with numbers and variables. Only 3 cannot be a polynomial. It has to be cannot be a monomial, okay, or uninomial, if I don't know the exact term, but it cannot be. 3 is a number, x is a variable. If both combines, then only it makes a polynomial or a monomial or something like that. Okay, so power of variable should be always greater than 0, because minus negative 1 is like 1 by x. If we write something like x minus x to the power negative x to the power negative 2, then the original expression is a 1 by x square, to be honest. Okay, and it cannot be a polynomial. If the expression is minus 2, it cannot be a polynomial. But if the expression is written like this, 1 minus x square, then it's a polynomial. Okay, because all the powers are, or the, I don't know, it's, do we call it exponents? I think so. All the exponents are positive. It has to be positive to be a polynomial. Even if the power is 0, it is a polynomial, because a to the power 0 equals to 1, x to the power 0 equals to 1, 7 x to the power, because even if it is a monomial, it has to contain a variable, otherwise it will be only a number. Is equals to 7, 8 to the, okay, these are some simple things. You can go through all this. And then there is a degree. There is a thing called degree of a equation or degree of a polynomial. We have to understand this, that degree of this equation or this polynomial is 90, because the highest power is 90 in this polynomial. Okay, degree of 3 to the power 3 t to the power 3 plus 5t to the power 5t square, 3t cube plus 5t square is 3, because the highest power with any variable is 3. Okay, degree of x square plus x square y to the power 4 plus 5y cube is this one. Sorry, it has to be 3, right? Yeah. So y has the highest polynomial. Sorry, it has to be 2, because this one, in this one the highest power is 3, but in this one, irrespective of the variable, the powers are getting added up, and the highest degree, the degree of this polynomial, is becoming 6. Okay, so now we have to go through this division of polynomials. I don't think it's important, but just take a note of these two things, that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, and the degree of the remainder is always less than the degree of the divisor, and this is the divisor, I think so. Degree of, here the degree of dividend is 3, because the highest power is 3, x cube. Okay, highest power of the divisor is 1, because x to the power 1, x to the power 1 equals to x to the power 0 equals to 1. That's the thing, x to the power 0 equals to 1, but x to the power 1 is equals to x, right? Anything to the power 1 is equals to x. Even 3 to the power 3 is also 3 to the power 1, 7 is also 7 to the power 1, is 4x is also 4 to the power 1, and x to the power 1. Okay, so degree of the dividend is equals to 3, and degree of the divisor is equals to 1, because this one is the divisor, and this one is the dividend, and this one is the quotient, and this one is the remainder. Okay, there are only one thing. Okay, degree of the remainder is always less than the degree of the divisor. Okay, so if I need to cross check this one. Okay, I need to cross check this one, because it, yes, the degree of the remainder is strictly less than the degree of the divisor. Okay, so here the degree of the remainder is 0, 1, and the degree of the remainder is 0, because 7 is 7. If we want to show it in the terms of polynomials, it is 7 to the power x, 7x to the power 0 equals to 1. So the polynomial, so the remainder is 0. Sorry, so the power degree of the remainder is 0. Okay, 7 to the power x equals to 7. Any number is equals to 7 into that any variable to the power 0. if you want to express in the terms of polynomial, and otherwise it is 7 to the power 1 is also 0. I hope I am audible clearly. My audio is clear, clear like crystal clear. Okay, here are some formulas of algebra. We know these formulas from class 7 or class 8. I don't know, I don't really remember, because I am at such a age that I can't remember what happened with me in school, in which class, what did I study in which class, and I don't remember everything. Okay, so here are some of the formulas. You need to learn all of them in case of any use. Okay, so two variable formulas. There are some two variable formulas. Here are some three variable formulas. Cube formulas, 3 variable square, 3 variable cube. Now we should go for the next thing, that is, here are some expressions. Okay, there are some expressions like this: x plus 1 by x equals to p, and we have to derive some questions. We have to solve some questions with this in the given portion of the questions. Like, here is given x plus 1 by x equals to 3, then find the value of this and this. Here is given x plus 1 by x equals to 3, then find the value of this and this. Okay, we have to solve all these things. There is also some special forms like x plus 1 by x equals to root of 3. Here the value is within root, and this is also a not a perfect square. Even if it is a perfect square, the value would be plus and minus both. Okay. No, not both plus and minus. It would be positive only. Okay, let's start. That if 1 plus 1 by x equals to p, then the value of x square plus 1 by x square would be p square minus 2, and we can think this whole thing as q. Okay, and x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4 equals to q square. This whole thing, square of this whole thing, or q square is minus 2, and this I can assume q square equals minus 2 equals to r, and x to the power minus 8 plus 1 by x to the power minus 8 would be that r square minus 2. Okay, this goes on. And if x plus 1 by x equals to p, then x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to p cube minus 3p equals to q. 3p p cube minus 3p, and we can assume this as q. And x to the power minus x to the power 9 plus 1 by x to the power 9 is equals to q square. This whole thing, cube of this whole thing minus 3p. This too seems familiar and also quite understandable. Now, with using these principles, we have solved these questions. If we need to find the value of x to the power 8 plus 1 to the power 1 by x to the power 8, then x plus 1 by x equals to 3, x square plus 1 by x square equals to x 3 cube minus 2, 3 square minus 2 equals 7. This would be 7 square minus 2. This could be this 47 square minus 2, and this will be the value of x to the power 8 plus 1 by 8, and x cube plus 1 cube would be 3 cube minus 3 into 3, because x is equals to 3 and x plus 1 by 3 is all 3, and this will also become 3. because it's equals to p, and it's p cube minus 3p. Okay, so here we had to find the value of x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 and x to the power 7 plus 1 by x to the power 7. Now if because we cannot derive directly the value of x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 and this one directly from this, okay, because it is about x to the power 3 plus 1 by x to the power 3 and x to the power 9 plus 1 by x to the power 9, and this would be continuing as x to the power square x square plus x to the power 4 plus x to the power 8, like it's a multiple, it's in the multiple format, x square then into 2, this into 2, then this into 2, it's 3 into 3 plus 3 into 3, okay, not it's 3 into 3 and it's 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and here it would be multiplied as into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So the thing is that x square plus 1 by x equals plus x cube plus 1 by x cube is equals to x to the power 5. We have to multiply all this. This will be x to the power 5, this will be 1 by x, this will be 1 by x again, this will be x again, and this would be x square plus x cube equals to x square plus x cube equals to x to the power 5. We need to plus these powers, x square, and this would be 1 by x, this would be x, and this would be 1 by x to the power 5, and this, and that's how we got 1 by x cube x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x plus x. We know the value of 1 by x plus x, okay, so this would go on that side with all this, and we know the value of this is 3 square minus 2, okay, and we know the value of this 3 cube minus 3 into 3, and we also know the value of x plus 1 by x, it's 3, so the value of x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 5 would be 1 and 3. In similar way, we have to find the value of x to the power 7 plus 1 by x to the power 7. Similarly, can we write, we have space, right? We have space to write all these things. Yeah, so here it will be x to the power 4, this is also will be x to the power 4, this and this would be if multiplied would be x to the power 7, this and this if multiplied would be x, this and this would be if multiplied would be 1 by x, this and this would multiplied will be 1 by x to the power 7, okay. So similarly it will also be solved. Here are some special forms, like x plus 1 by x equals to root 3. Here the value of 1x plus 1 by x is not a whole number or a natural number. Instead of that, it's a root of 3, okay. So we need to cube root both the sides. This is x plus 1 by x whole cube, and this is cube root over of square root of 3, okay. So we know the value, we know the formula that a plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 3ab. We can also confirm from here that a square plus b square equals, sorry, a plus b whole square equals to a square, sorry, a plus b whole cube equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab plus a plus b. into a plus b. Okay, so the same thing is done here. X cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 into x into 1 by x into x plus 1 plus x plus 1 by x is equals to 3 root 3. Just give me a minute, give me a few seconds, guys. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, I am back with the business. Okay, so the thing is that this will be this will cancel this, and it will be x plus x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 whole x plus 1 by x equals to 3 cube 3, sorry, 3 root 3, because this is root 3 into root 3 into root 3. Okay, if you want a clear verification, write that it is root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into root 3. Okay, just for a clear understanding, I have written this. Okay, so this is root 3 into root 3 into root 3. We know the root of two similar terms is this the term itself inside the root. Okay, the term itself that is inside the root. So root 3 into root 3 is 3, and this one extra 3, root 3. So this will be root 3 x cube plus 1. This is also root 3 because it is also already given. So root 3 root 3 because 3 root 3 equals to it will be cancelled each other, and x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to 0. So it will be x cube 6 plus 1 equals to 0, x cube 6 plus 1 equals to 0, and x cube 6 equals to minus 1. If it is x cube 6 would be minus 1, and x cube 4 would be minus 1 2. Okay, there is no difference if the value of x plus 1 by x equals to root over of something or square root of something. Okay, so x to the power 90, x and everything, you can check this out. It is understandable because here also x to the power 6 equals to minus 1. Okay, and x to the power 6 plus 1, and we have written that x to the power 6 plus 1 equals to 0 because the step before it is the step before the value of x to the power 6. Okay, here, and we can take things in common because this and the difference between this and this, x to the power 90 and 84 is 6. The difference between 48 and 42 is also 6. The difference between 6 and nothing, x to the power 0, is also 6. So x to the power 0 means 1, right? So 5 into 1 equals to 5. So we can take in common this thing. We can take in common that x to the power 84 equals to x plus 1. So x to the power 6 plus 1 plus x to the power 42 equals to x to the power 6 plus 1. X to the power 6 plus 1 plus 4 is, we have to divide 5 or to extend 5 in 1 plus 4 format, so you can get x to the power 6 plus 1. This would be 0, this would be 0, and x to the power 6 plus 1 would be also be 0, and we have the last man standing, the last number standing, 4. That will be the answer. Now if the value is like x minus 1 by x equals to a or p or q, anything, any variable or any number, then we have to square both the sides. X square plus 1 by x square equals to minus 2x into 1 by x equals to a square. Okay, this will cancel out. X square plus 1 by x square equals to a square minus plus 2. Okay, and we got the formula, not the formula but the value of x plus 1 by x square. You can term this as b, we can consider this as b, and the x to the power 1 by x to the power 4 and x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4 will be b square minus 1. We can term this as c and write x to the power 8 plus 1 by x to the power 8 as c square minus 2. As this thing is similar as this one. Okay, the same thing. This is plus x plus 1 by x and this is x minus 1 by x. Another thing is that we have to find the value of x cube plus 1 by x cube, and also the value of x cube on 9 minus 1 by x cube on 9, I think so. Whatever. We can do this after cubing both the sides, and we know the value, we know the formula of x a plus b whole cube. The exact opposite is the formula of a minus b whole cube. X cube minus 1 by x cube minus 3x into 1 by x whole, and so this is also multiplied with all this. X minus 1 by x equals to a cube. So this will cancel each other, and we already know the value of this x minus 1 by x. We have to put this value, and the value of x cube minus 1 by x cube is equals to a cube plus 3a. Okay, the same here is here it is p cube minus 3p. Here it is a cube plus 3a. The only difference is the only difference is of this sign and nothing else. Here it is positive. It is positive or negative? Negative. It is negative. And here it is also negative. Okay. So no, sorry. Here it is positive. Here it has to be positive. Here it is positive for a negative 1. Here it is negative for a positive 1. Okay. Here it is positive for a negative 1. Here it is negative for a positive 1. Here it is negative for a positive 1. Here it is positive for a negative 1. If we want to switch between x plus 1 by x and x minus 1 by x, we can use this thing. Okay, so x minus 1 by x is also equals to root over of x square plus 1 by x square minus 2, and we can do this like if x minus 1 by x equals to a, then this a also represents this one. Okay, how much time has went? I don't actually know. I have to check it. I'm not feeling well right now. I need to take a break. It's really exhausting to talk continuously. I will continue this later, but I think I need to stop this right now. Has been since, I don't know, it's also not showing here. Okay, we will meet you in the next session with algebra, starting from this question, and also a quick recap of what we have studied earlier in this previous pages. Okay, so sayonara, goodbye for now. We will get back tomorrow